it's not every show that we're going to agree on everything. No. I didn't see too much issue with Jorginho in this goal. I did really love his involvement, obviously, in the winner. And I thought I'd spend some time breaking down not just the finish, but the whole move. I think this is a great move from Arsenal. I don't know if Cecil mentioned this in any of the videos he was on. I was next to Cecil in the stands. When Ramsdale has that ball, Cecil said something along the lines of, show me what you're about, Jorginho. Come and get that ball. And that's exactly what he does, because this is textbook Jorginho. I've highlighted him yellow for the first bit of the move. And I think the point I want to make in breaking down this goal is appreciating that, while I'm going to sound like a bit of a hypocrite, because I've said that I want to see Arteta be a bit more tactically flexible, try some different things. Can a Tierney overlap be an option? Can you get Trossard up front? Can you do something a little bit different to mix it up? The one thing I'll say in fairness is that this team is so unbelievably well coached, to the point where no matter what minute of the game, no matter the circumstances, how stressful the occasion, they're going to stick by their principles. Yeah. And whether I always agree with that or not, and listen, obviously I don't know half as much as any of these players or coaches do, you can only admire it when it does go right. And let me show you exactly what I mean here by that. So, the centre-back split, Ramsdale come forward, 93rd minute of the game, he's not hoofing it long. That ball comes in to Jorginho, who takes a touch. Okay, I'm going to pause it there. So, you got your 2, and then we're going up, you've got your line of 5. Okay. 92nd, 93rd minute of the game, this. Now, this ball that Jorginho plays into Odegaard, he was playing all game, whether it was into Odegaard, into Saka.
It was zipping into him, wasn't it?
And then sometimes he was finding Tomiyasu White on the overlap as well. Sometimes he was pinging it beyond. He was connecting with that right-hand side so unbelievably well. It comes into Odegaard, who very quickly takes a touch, rolls it out to Saka, and then you've got him one-on-one. Now, Tomiyasu, well, actually not immediately, Saka pins him down, cuts back inside. Now, at this point, Saka rolls the ball into Odegaard. Odegaard gets it. Tomiyasu has gone for the overlap to stretch the other way. Now, I just want to pause it here for a second and show, this is what I mean by Arsenal being tactically brilliant. You've got, I've got the right one. You've got your 2, you've got your 3.
Yeah, and you've got your 5.
And you've got your 5. There they are. It's even in this moment of the game, Arsenal are just showing total and utter composure in the way they play. Total and utter. By the way, I know you're looking at this going, yeah, but you've recreated this goal. I've honestly followed every player's position on the pitch to show you exactly where they stand. And it's unbelievable when you're watching it going, fair play to this team. They understand. Vieira, he makes a dart here, then he comes inside, Zinchenko comes forward. Tomiyasu goes for the overlap, Odegaard recognises that, sits back, and there's still that shield of 3 to play off. It's really, really impressive from Arsenal. And then you play it through, Odegaard out to Zinchenko, slotted in. It then goes wide to Martinelli. You've pinned the fullbacks down. At this point, Villa are panicking, and every player goes to the edge of the box by this player, I think it's Duvan, what's his name? I forgot his name, the striker who came on, apologies, new signing. Came on, I think he's following Zinchenko to be fair, but everyone has said 8 players in the box at this point. Marte cuts inside, finds Jorginho, and then this is my favourite bit of the whole goal. You're just going to see it right there. Watch Martinez, off the crossbar, off his head and in. I had to recreate it. I'm sorry, you can't blame me. But fair play to them.
Yeah, it's a fantastic recreation, James.
Thank you. I spent a lot of time
I really enjoyed watching
it.
Thank
you. I had to.
And you are right. We stuck to our principles right to the dying minutes. And even then, you saw Jorginho was up high. We only had our 2v2 at the back. Even though we're still pushing for the win, sticking to our principles, which was great to see. Just one comment on Emi Martinez, the way he headed that in. I'm just thinking Eddie's going through a bit of lean spot at the moment with his heading. Maybe he needs a heading coach.
Maybe why not?
Sort of like, it was it's beautiful to see, wasn't it?
Do you know what? It was.
I must have watched it about 100 times.
I mean, it was just stunning. It really was. And I have to say, with the time wasting, as you mentioned, we get 2 late goals.
In a way, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really. Then he goes up the other end to try and fix it. Then we put it on empty net. I mean, there was so much to enjoy about those last couple of minutes. And the second half in general was brilliant from Arsenal. But hindsight's wonderful. If we hadn't scored that goal, which, let's be honest, huge slice of luck in the way it went in, we'd be sitting here going, why are we not chucking it into the box? Why are we not taking risks? Why are we always trying to do the same things? but sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't. And this is why I'm not necessarily crediting Arsenal for, like I said, fine margins, right?
Yeah.
What I am giving them immense credit for is sticking to principles. And I think the fact that they're able to maintain that shape that late in the game and still go through the motions, keep trying to attack the way they were, I think shows real mental strength and an understanding of what they're trying to do. And I can only give them immense credit for their focus and understanding.
And I love the character of the team as well.
Yeah.
And that was embodied by Zinchenko.
Yeah.
His first ever goal in the Premier League. When he scored that goal, he was just, let's get back to the halfway line. He wasn't settling for a draw, was he?
Yeah.
We didn't settle for a draw. We carried on playing to win that game right up to the end. And just coming on to our fourth and final goal, when Martinez is out of position. I know we've had a debate this morning, should goalkeepers come up for corners and all that? But I was so pleased for Fabio Vieira, because when that breaks, he's the one who plays an absolute perfect pass.
It's a brilliant pass.
In for Gabriel Martinelli. It looks like, the goalkeeper's out of position. They've just gifted Arsenal a goal. But the pass had to be perfect, James. And he celebrated the pass.
Yeah.
Even before Gabriel Martinelli.
As it got to Martinelli, he was just on the floor going crazy.
And he celebrated putting it in the net.